This week on the Vic Meier Show, I've got something old, something new.
Vance's creations right here.
Vance, thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Something borrowed, something blue.
Oh, sei frontiate, sei
But first,
Hey Vic, were you up on the stage playing?
Not right now.
I was doing a sound check.
Oh.
I'll be up there shortly.
Oh, are you? You're self-sufficient. You know what you're doing. You're a man about your business. Firehouse, market. You guys can be here, but I know how it is, so I won't hold it against you. But I will say.
And the line still. Perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna, get
And you say you want to be a YouTuber.
another sandwich.
I stayed up. Again. Well, you. Oh yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
I think that said there's something about wandering Jeepsy. Right?
She does all the talking for
She
me,
says
though.
like, subscribe, comment, hit the notifications bell. No, at least she doesn't say crush the notifications bell,
Crush
right?
the notifications.
still in Tecopa, but I'm here for the annual Firefighters Flea Market and fundraiser for the Inyo County Fire Department right here in Tecopa, California. Because yes, Tecopa, although in Death Valley, is still part of Inyo County. I'm gonna hang out, play a little music, and give you all a real immersive view of what it's like to be at this event.
A very special thank you to Jeffrey Trower of Community Productions for providing the sound and the drum circle.
I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man's another child grown old. If dreams were thunder, lightning was desire, this old house would have burned down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to believe in this living. It's just a hard way to go.
Thanks for the tunes earlier.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Down off your, leave your money at home. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been waiting all these years.
All right.
What you got for me right there?
All right, so I got you these two. These are your colors right here. You like this au natural, earth tone vibes. You know what I'm saying? Your size, of course, it's 100% cotton.
Well,
it's going to
for,
shrink to fit.
One's for the mystery gal too, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing
Well,
I can't live without this week.
Vance's Creations right here.
Vance,
Boom,
thank
boom.
you so much. I do appreciate
Hey, you know it.
Do you have a website or a
Hell
phone number?
no, you got to find me or I'll find you.
Thank you, Vance.
You know it.
Well, and there it is. The thing I could not live without. It's got my stamp of approval.
No air conditioning. It's on.
Day 2 of the Tecopa Flea Market fundraiser for the firefighters. Sunday fun day.
How fast do you go? There's a mile. Woo! Oh my god.
I've found a new gym right here in San Diego, California, hidden in plain sight. Divo Diva Cafe in Hillcrest, California. I'm gonna step inside and find out all about Divo Diva Cafe.
Well, I started out kind of a little differently. I started out in musical theater, and then ever since I was 12 or something, I did show tunes, dancing, singing, acting. And then when I went to college, I picked up the guitar and I started leading an original band and making CDs, and that was my cool thing. But at the same time, I auditioned for San Diego Opera, so I got hired to be in the chorus of the San Diego Opera.
What made you want to get into opera?
I just had always been in musical theater, and I found out there's an opera company, and they pay really well, and it's a night job after school, and I thought, okay, that sounds fun. It's maybe a stepping stone into the theater world here, and I wasn't really an opera singer at the time, but I learned a lot as I...
You definitely seem like an opera singer now.
Yes, I
Sounds like
I started
With the
kinda-
performance too.
Yeah, The Divo and I met each other during the pandemic. And we were both musicians in the same circle of friends. I was kind of established figure in San Diego between 2000 and 2010, but then I left, started touring. I did production like you, and I was singing and traveling for singing. And in that time, he moved to San Diego. So when COVID happened, the pandemic, and everyone was stuck together, we met for the first time. But we were in the same circle of friends. Although I was 10 years earlier, he was 10 years later.
COVID story.
Then we met, yeah. And then, like I said, when you become friends with someone during the pandemic, there's very few people you had in your tight circle, and you get really close to those people. So he and I spent a lot of time together, got very close. We produced a lot of music, free music things for the community together. Yes, well, I started in North Park singing from my front porch, where I lived at the time house there for 17 years. Never once sang from my porch, but I always wanted to. And then I had a reason, which was Easter 2020. Sang from my front porch, hymns and everything. Neighbors came out on the street, and I started doing this every week for them for close to a year. Yeah, so what happened is during the pandemic, I invited Rosario to sing with me on my front porch for the people.
Yeah.
And then he said, you know, I've always wanted to try something like that next to my little coffee kiosk because I have this big parking lot and it's empty. So I said, let's present some local bands that are top bands but nowhere to perform right now. So once we got some of the top bands in San Diego, touring bands, to play in this little parking lot, we became like a real venue. And all the local bands that were popular in San Diego came to perform at our concert series there.
Rosario, Victoria, the owners of Divo and Diva. And
Yes.
Divo Diva.
Divo Diva.
Divo Diva.
No
So
and. It's
I
just
keep doing
one.
that. I apologize.
It's okay.
DIVO.
Yeah.
Divo Diva.
Divo Diva. That's right.
And I assume we have the Divo and the Diva in front of us.
That's right. That's
Exactly.
right. He wanted it to be Diva Divo, to be, you know, politically correct, let the lady go first, but it didn't have the ring to it, so.
Well,
Diva
I
Diva.
had to confess in the beginning when she put Divo first, I said, I don't know.
Well, that's just
I
chivalry,
wasn't
right?
expecting that. And I wasn't expecting that. You know, I said, okay. I
Divo
guess-
Diva has a nice ring to it.
It does.
So, and here we are, you know, we have a lot of good friends in the community that are Italian. The place you're standing in right now, he actually, when he moved here from Naples, Italy, he worked in the old business that used to be here in the kitchen
That was 14 years ago.
14 years ago, and then a year
Yeah,
ago
I
we
used to
bought
make
it from the old
sandwiches.
owners.
So when you were here in those days, did you ever have visions of grandeur? Did you have ideas of what
Well,
you
I
might
have
do if
ideas.
this was your place?
I
Yes,
have many
because his
ideas.
family owns a place in Italy, so he's always been in ownership. But when he came to America, it was hard for him to jump straight to ownership because you're just a new immigrant from another country. You know, you got to work your way into the system.
Yeah,
I'm
we
telling
all-
your story for you.
We opened our very first restaurant, me and my dad, in 1993. So I have 3 decades of experience with the restaurant business, and so I know how hard it is. But when I
He
came over
didn't tell me
here-
how hard it was. He said it was going to be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I came over here, I had like visions and projects, but nothing really specific. Was, you know, I was like, I would say, testing the ground and see what the opportunity will arise in the future. So, and of course, the music was part of my plan to be here, and any business opportunity.
But since we knew the previous owners here, when they decided to sell, having been an established business for 20 years or so, they came to us right away, seeing, hey, you guys seem like you have the energy and the tenacity, and I've been in business.
You have energy, that's for sure.
My whole
Yeah,
life,
yeah, you need energy.
I've been an entrepreneur my whole life. I've never hardly worked for anyone else. Never in the service business, but always startups.
So, and the previous owner, which we are very good friends, knowing that specifically, like she said about the other little coffee shack, so I already knew the coffee business, and he said, well, you know, we are getting rid of the place up there before anybody else will put it on the market officially. I want you guys to know about this opportunity.
Although this has become much more than a coffee shop because we're in this great location and we found an opportunity for us to be able to sing
And
here.
let's talk about some of the things you offer as far as entertainment, because you told me a little bit about your beginning plans for a tea, afternoon
Oh,
teas.
afternoon tea, that follows my heritage.
Yeah.
Being British and my parents
Yeah.
moving to America from England. So afternoon tea will include, of course, some live music. Everything we do, we try to include a
is
little
so
live
cool.
music. Tomorrow
Something
night's
you said.
kind of a cabaret show, a mix between, I bring my guitar out, we sing some cover songs, we do a little Spanish music, do some
Yeah.
Italian songs, and then we bust out a couple opera arias just for fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's not only about tomorrow, every Friday night.
Every
just
Friday
to make
night.
sure,
And
so
you're also
anybody
starting-
knows about that.
And you're also starting a dinner show, right?
Yeah, so we started in December, dinner concerts. So it's like our supper club. So we sell tickets. It's a 3-course meal and an opera show, 35-minute long opera show.
Now, people are going to want to get notified, so
Yeah.
do they go onto your website?
They go to our website, they sign up for the email list, and then I send out a blast when we announce the dates.
What's that website?
Divo Diva Cafe.com. It's DIVODIVA
Make sure to get that
Cafe.com.
correct.
And I
Yeah.
have to tell you, was a good, response from the customers because the tickets they went sell out really fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
you're really incredibly fun to be around.
Thank
You're
you.
great performers,
Yeah.
and you're just no, you really are. I mean, you have great energy.
he knows. He knows. He's just joking.
Yeah, well, and you're doing what you love.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's a little infectious to see two people really immersed in something that they really care about and really love. So.
Well, I guess we're having fun, and I think as
Yeah.
long as we're having fun.
As long as we can incorporate our music in, because
Yeah.
that's our real passion. And
Yeah.
we have this venue. I mean, it's a cafe, but then it's also a building that we can invite people to. We made it look sort of like a living room, so we invite people into our home. And that's what we would do if people
Yeah.
came over to the house. We would sing for them and provide them with good food.
Yeah.
Only difference
Exactly.
is, they pay for this one. If they come to your house, we
Like
don't
in-
make you pay.
like we do in Italy, we don't only cast all the time, but also we sing all the time.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's what we do.
A lot of passion.
A lot of passion, either way.
Well,
And then, of
it
course, we're
shows
here in the morning, at 8 a.m. For coffee.
So
Yeah.
coffee, brunch, lunch.
Lunch, music,
Dinner.
entertainment.
So basically, we don't sleep anymore. We still nice.
Sleep.
Well, also a different kind of social engagement because
Yeah.
Monday we have Italian conversational. It's just a fun
And
way
you
to
do wine tastings as well. So
wine
Tuesday,
tasting
wine
on Tuesday.
tasting.
Exactly.
We have a wine club even. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just
See,
got
there's
a
just so
baby
much to get
wine
involved
club,
in.
which is really fun.
Well, and honestly, like as I mentioned to you off camera, if people want something nice like this, they gotta support it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
come
Well,
out
that would
and
be great.
support
Yeah.
local
Any
business.
donations can come to our website.
Yeah, Venmo, Patreon.
Oh my gosh, Patreon would be. If you know how to set up Patreon, that would be
I'm
amazing.
still learning how to do that, but
Yeah.
when I get that figured out, I'll
Because
be able to pass it
startups are startups.
Yeah,
so,
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, supporting art in general.
supporting
It's
art.
always a good
And
thing
we
to
have a
do.
lot of espresso for those who want to support us.
Yeah, exactly. Italian
Keep the
espresso.
motivation
yeah,
going.
yeah, exactly.
Well, do you mind giving us a few bars so people can maybe
Uh-huh.
see a little bit of what they might expect when they come on down for?
Oh, singing something?
Yeah.
Let's do that one.
And this is right on the fly too, so I appreciate it.
Sta in fronte a te.
O sole, o sole mio, stai in fronte a te, stai in fronte a te.
Bravo!
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
That is
Thank
so,
you.
So good. Thank
Ciao,
you so
come
much.
see us.
Rosario,
Rosario and
Victoria.
Victoria, Divo Diva, every
you
day,
very much.
8 a.m. till closing
Yeah.
at night.
Make it a daily event if you can.
Yeah.
That's true.
Look forward to seeing you soon.
Yeah, this is a neighborhood place, and you are members of the neighborhood.
Sì.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Grazie.
you.
Ciao,
Prego,
ci
prego.
vediamo. Ciao.
I'm standing here beneath one of the most iconic landmarks in all of San Diego, the Ocean Beach Pier, once known as the San Diego Fishing Pier. And unfortunately, this icon's days are numbered. Originally named the San Diego Fishing Pier, the Ocean Beach Municipal Pier was built in 1966. The OB Pier is the longest concrete pier on the West Coast, extending 1,971 feet with a T-shaped platform at the end of the pier, adding 360 feet to the south and 193 feet to the north. The pier was officially christened and introduced to the eager San Diegans on July 2nd, 1966. Over 7,000 of San Diego's then 600,000 residents showed up to celebrate the opening, including local politicians Mayor Frank Kern and the California Governor Edmund G. Pat Brown, who had the honor of cutting the ribbon. The pier is one of the most visited landmarks in San Diego County, welcoming 500,000 visitors annually.
After many decades of heavy weather. The OB Pier has fallen into relative disrepair. And at this point, the question is, knock it down and leave it down, or rebuild it.
Really, at this point, there is no consensus as to what will happen with the Ocean Beach Pier. I know there's a vote happening real soon to figure out the fate of this San Diego landmark and iconic structure. So we'll see what happens with this and where this story goes. But as for now, the Ocean Beach Pier in San Diego, this iconic landmark, is closed to visitors.
This is the Vic Meier Show every Wednesday on YouTube. Remember, when you're out there on the road, keep between the lines. Look out for Smokey because he's looking out for you. And as always, thank you for allowing me to entertain you. Presumably. This is the Vic Meier Show every Wednesday on YouTube. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I do enjoy your comments. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you next week.
It's been a minute since I played this one. This is the last one.
Okay. Let me check and see if we have some
Till divine, some silky goes on. Coming out, Jeffrey. When will you broken water. You know what?
It's sparkling water.
I need perfection, some twisted affection that tangles me to keep me alive and all that exists. None as you when I see your face, now we'll survive. All you stars shine upon you when I kiss you every night. Oh, baby, it's this how many looks she's divine. Some silky moment goes on forever, and we'll leave in broken heart. Mystify, 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 mystify me. You're turning wild with the power to make every moment come alive. All the stars shine upon you when I kiss you every night. Mystify, mystify me. Mystify me. Thank you very much. All of you, be patient in line. Wonderhussy will get to you. Each and every one of you. I've seen it happen all day long. I have faith in her.